All right, kindergarten, for this next lesson, we are going to be taking our art books and we are going to be turning them sideways so we have a nice wide room to work with. All right, so we got a nice wide room to work with because we are going to be drawing out a desert today. We've been talking about color. We're going a little bit back to color just for this little part, because we were talking about warm and cool colors. And Miss Wilson's about to throw her thing out. So remember this one we did, our color wheel? So half of our color wheel is warm colors. Think fire, red, orange, and yellow. And those are very warm colors. So a desert can be very warm. There's a lot of these warm colors in it with the sand and the rocks and different stripes that go through the rocks. But on the other side of the color wheel, on this side, are the cool colors. So we got purple, blue, and green. Think a nice rainy day with green grass. It's cool, it's wet, it's popsicles, it's snow, okay? So these are the cool colors, and on this side, these are the warm colors. So let's go ahead and use those today. And turn my book sideways. Let's go ahead and start with a line that kind of goes up and down and up and down and up, because we need to draw out the land from the sky. Now, it is scorchingly hot in a desert during the day, but during the night it actually gets quite cool. So we're going to have a moon, put a banana moon in your night sky over your desert. And as best you can, let's put some stars. They could be these kind of stars, just circle stars. Either or, I don't mind. Okay. So now we have some stars to go with our desert. And of course, when I think desert, what's the kind of plant that you think of when you think of desert? Cactus. So I'm going to draw a cactus, and I'm going to come out and up. Then I'm going to go on the cactus roller coaster. I'm going to come back down, back up, bring around town, back down, over and down, and then all the way back down to make a saguaro cactus, which are those typical, very tall, they can get up to 20 feet tall, and they're really cool. And during this time of the year, there's something very magical happening with the saguaro cactus, and it only happens at night. They bloom. All right, so they're going to have flowers on top of each of their arms. And of course, since it is a cactus, we do need a few spines here and there to tell animals, don't climb on me and don't eat me. You'll get a face full of thorns and spines. So I've got a saguaro here, and it's really interesting because the saguaro is visited by bats at night. You heard me right, bats. So we're going to do the letter M, but from the bottom of the N, we're going to come around with a curvy line, and we're going to be drawing some desert free-tail bats. And they love pollens and they love flowers. So they like to go and collect the pollen from the flowers of the saguaro cactus. So we've got some bats. Now, we don't have a lot of trees out in the desert. It is too dry. But I said that saguaro cactuses get 20 feet tall. So that's easy enough. They're kind of like trees, and they can have holes in them too. I wonder who is going to be in that hole. Who do you think is going to be in that hole? Someone who comes out only at night. If you said owl, you are correct. Let's draw two big eyes, and we'll have a little owl poking its head out there. So we've got desert owls and our bat. All right, for our desert landscape, nightscape that we're working on. There can also be prickly pears, and those are easy. We're going to take an oval, and an oval, and an oval. We'll make it look like a bunch of Easter eggs. And we're going to stack our ovals. In all sorts of which ways to make it look like a prickly pear cactus. And you put a few spines on it here and there. And they, at this time of year, are also blooming. So you can add some flowers at the very tippy top. Soon they will have prickly pears on them, and a lot of different animals in the desert love to eat prickly pears. In fact, you can eat prickly pears too. All right, so we got a prickly pear, and we've got a saguaro cactus, and we can have some other cacti farther away. Not as close as this one right here. They're also blooming with tiny flowers. And ones that are a little closer get a little bit bigger. Not as big as our one near us though. And we can have other prickly pears. That are further away. And to make sure that these aren't floating out in space, we're going to draw a line behind them. So now we have our picture, and we're going to put lines through our mountains, because if you ever look at the mountains in the desert, they've got a bunch of lines running through them because of how the rock is. And it's pretty cool. All right, you can add more cactuses and everything, but here's the thing. When it comes to coloring your desert scape, oh, I almost forgot the coyote. We need a coyote to start with. Looks kind of like a hook. But we're going to draw the back of the head and the ears. Have a coyote howling at our moon. And our coyote is kind of far away. It's not as close as our bat, and it's not as close as our saguaro or prickly pear. It's further away. Here comes with the coloring. When it comes to coloring, anything that's scorchingly hot during the day, because we're in the desert, okay, the sand, the rock, all that is going to be bright, warm colors. So, our sand is going to be yellow. Our sandstone mountains are going to be orange. And I'm doing it really fast. I know it's scribbly scrabbling, but I'm going to go back and I'm going to make it look really good. And then the stripes running through our orange sandstone are going to be red. So those are our warm colors. Yellow, orange, and red are warm colors. So I'm going to put those to the side because I did say it gets quite cool at night. What kind of color do you think of the night sky? Maybe not absolutely black, because black's not on our color wheel, but I will say that it's the deepest, darkest, most beautiful blue. So I'm going to color my night sky dark, dark, beautiful, cool blue. First of my cool colors. So like I said, I'm going to come back in and make this look really nice. You'll see my finished example later. So, cool blue for a cool night sky, and then our next cool color is green. Our saguaro cactuses are green. So go ahead and color your cacti and your prickly pears green. The flowers are white, so you can leave those alone. But our bat friend and our coyote are our third cool color. We're going to color them purple because they like to be out at nighttime. That's how we talked about day and night earlier this year. You're not going to see much of them during the day. And we can color around our little owl and its burrow with purple as well. All right, so cacti, night sky, and our night owl ones need to be purple. And whatever is scorchingly hot during the day, the rock, the sand, needs to be warm colors. So our warm colors are yellow, orange, and red. And our cool colors are purple, blue, and green. Okay? So that's your last lesson on color. Warm and cool color. So I can't wait to see your finished example. Color it all. I'm going to color all of mine. I know it doesn't look like it now, but I'm going to finish it. So I can't wait to see what y'all do. All right, see you later.